Hello Hexicans, Josh here checking in from Hexachusetts, USA. Now, today we're talking about dollar cost averaging, DCAing into HEX. It's a valid strategy. I mean, it's just a problem, with ETH fees being high. We're looking at this fee estimator here. Uniswap fee is $184. So there's a few different methods of DCAing, and if you have large enough amounts, you can pay the Uniswap fee. You can go to 1inch and go to ethex.com and pay the fee. But if you want to do like $100 a day, obviously, you don't want to be paying more for a fee than what you're getting. And DCAing in general is a fine option. Personally, I'm more of like a buyer bigger chunks at a time, but we have a couple options. We'll just look at 1inch here. Say you're going to do $500, you'll get like 1,300 HEX. It's still not really viable for $500. There's not really many good centralized exchanges. You could take your tokens over to Polygon Matic network, over to Quickswap. And I'll give you some tips about that. 500. There is less liquidity on Quickswap, but you're getting comparable amount of HEX. Comparable amount. There is less liquidity, so you'll be paying more slippage, but that is an option. Of course, you are going to have to pay the fee to transfer your tokens, to bridge them over to Polygon from Ethereum. But if you're going to do a big chunk, like maybe like 10,000 USDC or ETH or whatever, and then just DCA like once a day, once a week, whatever your strategy is. I'm not here to talk to you about strategies. I'm just giving you strategies to implement your strategies. You dig? So we have Quickswap, so you could transfer a chunk and then DCA, and the fees on Matic are very low. You do not have to buy Matic on ETH. There are faucets, and when you go over on Quickswap, they will even give you a small amount of Matic, so you could just transfer your USDC, buy a little extra Matic to pay your fees, but it's very low. It's less than a cent, maybe less than 10 cents. Or something per swap, and it's the same fee, 0.3% liquidity provider fee. But you may want to transfer your tokens back for the pulse snapshot so you can get your PHEX. I don't think if you're holding on Polygon you will get your PHEX. But then there's this other option, and this is good for certain situations, especially if you're not in the Ethereum, is Changelly. Changelly. And here, as you can see, we're still doing the 500 USDC for HEX. You're getting about 5% less HEX. But, and this is a centralized exchange. You do not need to KYC, although they will ask you for your email login just so they have your email. But it's not KYC. They could run away from your money. But basically how these things work, you transfer, you say how much you're going to trade. You give them the address that you want to receive the tokens in. They'll give you an address to send those tokens to. You send them in, and in a little bit, I'm not sure exactly how long it takes because I haven't used this service in a while. It may take a few hours, may take less than an hour, it may take up to a day. So you'll send them your tokens, they'll do a swap, and then they'll send what you're receiving to the wallet you received. So, yeah. You're not paying the gas fees. Of course, if you're going to trade USDC, you have to pay the gas to get the USDC over to Changelly. But if you're using, sometimes exchanges like Coinbase or Gemini will give you a discounted fee for withdrawing. Maybe like Gemini does a certain number of free withdrawals per month, or Celsius. So you may not be feeling those gas fees. But if you're on another token, like they have Bitcoin, where their fees are lower, they have Cardano, XRP, lots of these. A long list of coins. You could just search for your coin, and basically so a lot of these tokens have lower gas fees. You don't have to exchange for Ethereum or USDC, pay the centralized exchange fee, then transfer it to MetaMask, then pay the 1inch or Uniswap fee. So this could be a good option. Of course, you're paying a slight premium, but if your strategy is the DCA, that could be the way to go. So you would hit exchange. Here it is. You put in the wallet. This would obviously be probably your MetaMask Ethereum wallet if you're receiving HEX. and then they just ask you to log in. So I'm not going to go through that, but there are other exchanges. I mean, just HEX is just not on many centralized exchanges, so the Ethereum gas fees are a problem. And as you probably know, that's why we're doing Pulse. I mean, HEX could have gone to like Polygon or something, or Binance Smart Chain, but those are options, have their negatives, and they don't have the exact HEX code instead of, so Pulse, PHEX, EHEX, yeah. I'm not here to get into that. I'm just saying I don't think too many people necessarily know about Changelly. And the Quickswap is also a good option, and you'll have to check the ETH fees to figure out what is best, because this ETH fees are changing all the time. But if you're on another chain, Changelly, it's easy. It is centralized. There are some downsides, but no KYC, so it's not really hard. You don't have to wait. It's not too hard. So that's just what I wanted to share with you today. Happy Hexicans. Price is down a little bit right now. I think we're sitting at 37, 38 cents range. I'm still bullish. I guess this is a HEX channel now. I not HEX maxi, but HEX has been making me the most money lately. It's a big part of my portfolio. So consider subscribing. And yeah, let me know what kind of content you would like. My motivation on making these videos is obviously I want to tell people about HEX and the other cryptos that I'm interested in. But it's not necessarily to pump my bags or to get famous. It's more just to be part of the community. So I do appreciate your comments and sharing your thoughts with myself and the other people reading the comments. And let me know what your Twitter handle is. Maybe I'll give you a follow. So until next time, cheers.